From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Mexico City Diablos. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go. 180. Sit.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon.
The fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On second down, Eckler. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Steps away to his left. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
Now McKinnon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Yeah, let's get a sack.
They'll run here with Eckler. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. That one good for 14 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace to move the sticks.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
First down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught by Watkins. So offsides. The call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
He spins free. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Going to throw deep for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Johnson's got it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Stepping up, he'll try, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to retake the lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to McKinnon, it's Garoppolo. Being chased out left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
11.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On 1st down now, a run with McKinnon. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er 1st.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 2nd down, McKinnon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught by Smith. Touchdown, 49ers. Caden Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
On 3rd down, Murray. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Minus 50. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They go back to the ground now with Eckler, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Murray fighting, lost the football, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Taking a shot, and this will be caught at the 30.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Let's go. Here we go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the 49er 1st down.
Here we go. 180!
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Mexico City 1st down. 1st and 10.
This is a counter play. Eckler, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. There he goes left side. And all the way in for the touchdown. Marcus Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are back within a single score.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The 31-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. This is Breida. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. This is fielded inside the 5. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 17, Murray, and that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. This offense on third down today, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Garoppolo, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Here we go. 180!
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And all the way inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Parkey adds the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this is caught. That's Watkins. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. Touchdown! Sammy Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Here we go. 180!
Right there, 55. Squeeze, double up.
Here's Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. We'll likely put an end to this thing. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Here we go. 21. Black 80!
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On third down, a run from Breida. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. So